Hey, it's the Monday Night Raw after the Money in the Bank event. I usually say that Raw on Netflix is drowning all the way down the toilet, but hey, this week's Raw was actually good. So the new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion Becky Lynch is already walking into the PHX Arena. WWE Hall of Famer Nikki Bella is also shown arriving. The ring general Gunther is shown walking in. Gunther will challenge main event Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship later on, and Uso is shown arriving alongside his son. Before we address all this, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell. We have weekly related WWE content for you. By doing that, you're also helping us with our channel's algorithm. We really appreciate it. Also, massive shout out to our members and our regulars, Rich Franklin and Big Boy Snacks Johnny. Okay, let's do this. Undisputed WWE Champion John Cena makes his way to the ring with his colorless entrance. Cena slowly walks to the ring with the last time is now towel draped over his shoulders, as always. Raw ring announcer Alicia Taylor does Cena's elongated introduction. Cena gets loud boos as he holds up the Undisputed WWE Championship. Cena takes a microphone and a dueling chant picks up for him. Half the crowd thinks he sucks, and the other half is encouraging him. Cena says the crowd teaches him something every time they open their mouths. What they taught him at Money in the Bank is that the truth is a lie. They opened their mouth and wasted their energy on a sideshow comedian whose greatest achievement is pretending to be him. They thought they did something good. The crowd chants, "We want truth." Cena asks if they thought that accomplished anything. They are spineless keyboard warriors, and, ignorant armchair activists. They do not have any real power to change anything. R-Truth is a gimmick they will spit out. A year from now, they won't care about him. R-Truth will never use Cena to benefit one of his garbage pity parties again. This is his retirement tour, folks. He has limited time. He had 36 dates. The last time they counted was the Raw after WrestleMania. At that point, it was on 27 dates. Since then, he's been to so many other places, bringing the total down to just 19 remaining dates. CM Punk's music hits. CM Punk comes out to a huge ovation, and the crowd is just electric. Punk gets in the ring, gets right in Cena's face, and grabs a microphone. There's a loud CM Punk chant from the crowd. Punk asks Cena if he is comfortable. Punk wants him to be comfortable because, well, he has a lot of things to get off his chest. He is prepared to have the conversation with his fists, but Cena will listen to what he has to say one way or the other. Ironically, Cena is strapped up saying he'll ruin wrestling and the establishment that made him who he is. Then you have CM Punk seemingly defending the establishment. The more things change, the more they stay the same, but Punk isn't defending the establishment. Punk isn't standing for TKO or defending the billionaires. Punk is here to defend the people. John Cena, CM Punk, one final match, the best in the world against the greatest of all time for the undisputed WWE Championship. Let's do it! The crowd roars, but Cena smirks. Not tonight. No, a match like this, you're gonna follow me to Saudi Arabia, and we're gonna do it at Night of Champions. The ball's in your court, hero. Seth Rollins' music hits. Mr. Money in the Bank heads to the stage with Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, and Big Bronson Reed by his side. Rollins is dressed in all green, matching the color of the Money in the Bank briefcase. Rollins simply holds the briefcase up, warning Cena and Punk that he is always lurking in the background, ready to take the title. This was a decent Monday Night Raw opener with John Cena and CM Punk heading toward one final match at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. That got some noticeable groans from the crowd. Solid promo work from both. Next we have Chad Gable with American Made, Brutus and Julius Creed, versus the phenomenal AJ Styles with referee Rod Zapata. They circle the ring and lock up. Gable hooks a side headlock, but Styles twists out and applies a side headlock. Gable whips him off and hits an arm drag. AJ Styles answers with an arm drag. Fast forward, Styles knocks Gable back and goes for a phenomenal forearm, but Gable picks the ankle and applies the ankle lock. Styles turns over and tries to kick Gable away, but Gable keeps the hold applied. Styles manages to twist out and rolls him over before hitting the Styles Clash for the win. Winner by pinfall is AJ Styles. AJ Styles versus Chad Gable was a good match. The El Grande Americano stuff is a lot of fun. I wonder how much life they can get out of it. The commentators were good with it. Liv Morgan is warming up when Roxanne Perez walks up. Morgan silences her and says she will advance in the tournament. Liv Morgan knows she will win and defeat Io Sky for the Women's World Championship. Perez says they're on the same page about bringing the title back to the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan tells her to stay out of her way. Perez says, "May the best woman win." Liv Morgan responds, "I will," before leaving to make her entrance. The Queen of the Ring first-round fatal four-way match takes place next. So we have WWE Women's Tag Team Champion Liv Morgan going up against Roxanne Perez, Kairi Sane, and Rhea Ripley in this impressive fatal four-way match. Roxy and Morgan made a really good team, and I like their union getting its own mini-arc during the match. Saving each other from pins isn't unusual since an L for one meant an L for all. However, they actually strategized against Rhea Ripley and Kairi Sane, and it almost worked until it didn't. Kairi Sane hit an insane elbow on Liv while the prodigy sat outside the ring observing. Then she pounced at the right moment, broke up the count, and rolled Kairi into a 3 count. Raquel Rodriguez stopped Rhea from getting a win. And Roxanne Perez takes the opportunity and goes for the pin. The winner is Roxanne Perez, and she qualifies for the big WWE Queen of the Ring semifinal. I expect Mommy to have many words for Raquel and her former stable. Now we get to the men's side of the ledger and Seth Rollins is giving a pep talk. Braun Breaker had marching orders going into his King of the Ring qualifier with Penta, Sami Zayn, and Dirty Dom. He said win and move forward to get Seth's crew another championship. See, just one heavyweight championship isn't enough. Absolute power means taking both of the top men's prizes. I like the idea and I want to see it come to fruition. That won't happen anytime soon, however, because as Braun dominated the match, the Almighty Knight snuck out of the crowd and hit him with a BFT. That put Braun Breaker out of the match, and opened the door for Sami Zayn to get the win. This is a big deal for Sami while setting up a beef between LA Knight and Seth's crew. Dope match and the best possible outcome. And guess what? Asuka is back too. Not this week, but she's in the next fatal four-way qualifier for Queen of the Ring. Backstage interviewer Kathy Kelly interviews AJ Styles, congratulating for his win against Chad Gable, and then we see Becky Lynch in the ring, demanding another apology from Lyra Valkyria. Lyra Valkyria shows up but a mysterious woman with purple hair attacks Becky Lynch from behind. That woman is Bayley with a brand new look. Nikki Bella in the ring in her hometown, and guess who got in her face? Liv Morgan, of course. Her ego was hurt at the time and she needed to feel good about herself. This is setting up a match between the two at Evolution 2, I assume. I can't wait. R-Truth is back in WWE, having returned at Money in the Bank to cost John Cena his match. We were promised to hear from him on Monday Night Raw this week to follow up on that, and he surprised everyone by showing up out of nowhere on the announcer's desk. "Don't let nobody tell you that you don't matter," he said. "Don't let nobody tell you that your voice doesn't matter. They heard, they listened, they felt, and they understood. I am back because of y'all." He went on to say the fans brought R-Truth back, but not only did they bring Truth back, they got him. We all love R-Truth, but he can be too funny all the time. He can be too nice, he's too forgiving. But not Ron Killings. I wish you would. He said he feels different, he feels alive. And to the people thinking he's a sideshow act and a gimmick, referencing Cena's promo earlier in the night, he had one response. And he pulls out a pair of scissors and cuts his own hair right there on the announcer's desk. "I am the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so put some respect on my name." R-Truth shocked the world with what he did. Say hello to Ron Killings. How much is too much? That was the main question going into Jey Uso's title defense against Gunther. Jey Uso stretched himself pretty thinly since winning the World Heavyweight Championship. He not only defended the title but fought for his friend's honor as well, and after taking a beating at Money in the Bank, did he have enough in the tank for this WrestleMania rematch? Almost. But almost is never good enough in this game. Uso is tired already. Uso gets to his feet and tries to reach out, but Gunther pulls him back in. There's a bit of a back and forth with sleeper holds. Uso struggles and rolls over, fighting up to his feet, but Gunther just drives him back down to the mat and keeps that sleeper hold locked in tight. Uso gets out of Gunther's sleeper hold. Uso somehow manages to counter and applies a sleeper hold of his own. The crowd starts chanting, "Yeet!" Then, Gunther puts the sleeper hold back on and grapevines the body again. Uso is fading as the crowd starts chanting, "Yeet once again!" But Uso passes out and the referee calls for the bell. Now we have got a new World Heavyweight Champion, Gunther! Raw was good. I loved the show from top to bottom, including that shocking ending. Well, it at least semi-shocked me. Tournaments are always interesting and they managed to build storytelling into them for some of the wrestlers not moving forward. Judgment Day continues to teeter, Bayley returned, and CM Punk is doing what some thought he'd never do if it means defeating John Cena. Plus we had that shocker from R-Truth as he became Ron Killings. Clever storytelling, dope matches, and a show with hardly any disappointments. What do you say, guys? Did you enjoy this week's Monday Night Raw? Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.